Every day I wake up knowing that the more people I try to save, the more enemies I will make.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm talking about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This has Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man / Peter Parker. We've got Emma Stone, Jamie Foxx, and Dane DeHaan. I think that's how you say his name. I'll be upfront and admit I am hesitant to review this Spider-Man film because there are so many fanboys out there and there is so much contextual information around this Spider-Man world. So let's just say I'm coming at it from a female perspective. I do love the world. I love the superhero universe and all the movies that have come out with superhero characters. I felt pretty mixed about this one. There was a lot going on in the plot. A lot. It was bursting with information and side plots. I'm a huge fan of Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. The whole narrative plot weaved through this of Peter Parker, his inner struggle, his relationship with Gwen Stacy, played by Emma Stone, was really wonderfully constructed, and it was kind of magic moments speckled throughout this very complicated plot. I didn't feel the darkness and the heaviness in this. I really thought it was a more light-hearted and a comedic approach to the Spider-Man story. There is some really fun camera work in this, which really adds to that light-hearted feel. At moments it feels like there's a GoPro like strapped to his side and watching him like right up close. You're with him as you're swinging through the city, and that's the stuff that I thought was really fun. That's the Spider-Man that I'm familiar with. The light-hearted, the cheeky kind of upstart with a sense of humor, but also carrying a huge weight on his shoulders to save and want to protect. As they've all been saying, there have been a lot of plot problems with this film. The two or more villains just felt really crammed. I mean, I liked them both individually, but they were both given too much screen time and therefore they kind of cancelled each other out. I couldn't get to know either one well enough to really empathize with their origin story and how they really developed and became the bad, evil mastermind that they become. Jamie Foxx, I felt, was a little bit wasted in the role of Electro. Not that he's not a marvelous actor, but he didn't have a lot of story or plot to really bring to his character. Now the stuff between Harry Osborn and Peter Parker, they're actually childhood friends and they reconnect in this film. By spending that time developing Harry Osborn's story, how he's a bit of an outcast, he's a little bit unhinged bad boy, I really felt that he could have been the central villain for this. I don't know why they had to cram it with Electro and have like a double villain play out. So you've got Electro in Act 1 and Act 2, and then right in Act 3 they just bring in the Green Goblin and kind of leave you hanging at the end. So, oh, we're gonna bring, you know, the story with the Green Goblin isn't finished, but it will be continuing in the next movie. Here is enough information, not to help you out with the current narrative, which we've just shown you, but hold on to it, retain it, because it'll be useful in the next installment. Sony is planning for a third installment 2 years from now and a fourth 2 years after that. And they really set that up in this film, and I really disliked that. Like, it wasn't a stinger like what you might see later on. They actually set it up. I don't really understand why they're just churning out this franchise. It feels rushed. That's what it is. It feels like they're cramming characters, they're cramming the spectacular into every inch of this film, and it's kind of mind-numbing and becomes a little bit like blasé after a while. So that's all I've got to say on The Amazing Spider-Man 2. If you got to see this movie, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'd be curious to know. Also, if you have any other information on the greenlit films in production for this. I have no idea. I feel like there's so much additional research that needs to go in to do a review on one of these comic book movies. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I look forward to putting out more reviews, especially as we come into the summer blockbusters. That always makes me pretty excited, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye!